If you want to make sure your local service ads stay productive, stay generating leads, you don't just want to set it up and walk away. There's certain things that you want to do to make sure that they stay in good standing with Google. Now, I love local service ads. I think it's a great platform to get more leads from Google on a pay per lead basis. But the challenge with it is that a lot of the control and scalability is within Google's hands. So, what we need to think about when it comes to local service ads is what can we do to stay in good standing with Google? Because there's not a ton you can really optimize about it. It's more about managing leads and making sure that we are legit within Google's eyes to make sure Google keeps sending us leads. So the first thing you need to keep in mind is your responsiveness to leads. If you're getting leads from local service ads and you're not responding to messages, you're not answering your phone, Google's going to see that as kind of a red flag, and they could literally just opt to not send leads to you anymore because their interest at the end of the day is to make sure those people calling through local service ads have a good experience and they actually get connected with a local business. So if you're not answering your phone, if you're not getting back to leads in a timely manner, Google is most likely going to take those leads and send it to somewhere else and not to your business. And then on top of that, on the back end of local service ads, there is essentially a CRM kind of dashboard back there where you need to kind of log all of the leads that come through and then mark them as booked or not booked, put in information, notes, put in their name. And Google is going to be paying attention to that too, because they just want to see activity. They want to see that the business that is they're sending leads to is actually on top of all of this, because again, they don't want to send leads to businesses that are just not going to, deliver a good service for that potential customer. So really at the end of the day, it's about making sure Google can trust you with those leads, and just doing those things on a regular basis can help you kind of, I guess, quote unquote, optimize your local service ads to make sure that Google is consistent with sending you leads. But also keep in mind at the end of the day that Google can be really finicky, and sometimes with local service ads, you can do all those things and they can just stop sending you leads. But best course of action, do those things, make sure you're on top of it, because that's going to give you the best chance of continuing to get leads from local service ads.